In today's video, we're walking through how to set up a South Carolina LLC in 7 clear, practical steps so you don't have to feel overwhelmed going through this process. What's up, you guys? My name's Ashley, and my goal here is to help you understand exactly what needs to happen, in what order, and why each step matters so you can move forward with confidence. If you've been thinking about starting a business in South Carolina but feel really stuck on the legal side, this video is going to help simplify the process. By the end, you'll know what's required, what's optional, and how to set up your LLC in a way that actually supports your business instead of slowing it down. Let's get into it. So let's go ahead and start off with the basics. A South Carolina LLC is essentially a legal business structure that separates you as a person from your business. So instead of operating entirely under your own name, the LLC becomes its own legal entity. This separation can help protect your personal finances and give your business a more official structure. LLCs are a very popular option because they're flexible and relatively simple to manage. You can have one owner or multiple owners, and you don't have to deal with the same level of formality that comes with corporations. For many business owners, an LLC is the right balance between protection and simplicity. In South Carolina, forming an LLC involves a few specific steps that need to be done correctly. Understanding these steps ahead of time is going to help avoid mistakes and unnecessary delays. So let's get into the step-by-step process. So step number 1 is to choose your South Carolina LLC name. This name must be distinguishable from other businesses already registered in that state and must include the letters LLC or the words Limited Liability Company. It's really easy to get attached to one name, but a more practical approach is to come up with a short list of names that you'd be comfortable using. That way, if your first choice isn't available, you already have some alternatives. Your LLC name will be used on official state records, banking documents, and often customer-facing materials like invoices or a website. It doesn't need to be perfect branding from day one, but it should be something that fits the type of business you're building and can grow with you. Some people choose to handle this step directly with the state, while others prefer using a formation service like Zen Business to help guide them through the name availability and filing. The most important thing is that the name meets South Carolina's requirements and is filed correctly. Later on in the video, I'll walk you through how you can use Zen Business to make your life easier, but we're going to go through how you would do it on your own first. Okay, so step number 2 is to choose a registered agent. So every South Carolina LLC is required to have a registered agent, and a registered agent is responsible for receiving official, legal, and state documents on behalf of your business. You can act as your own registered agent, but that means your personal name and address may be listed publicly, which some people don't necessarily like that. So for many business owners, especially those working from home, this is really not ideal. Using a registered agent service helps keep your personal information private and ensures that important documents are received and handled properly. But that's why a lot of people choose a service like Northwest Registered Agent. It just satisfies the legal requirement while helping keep things organized and professional. And on top of that, if you work from home, again, your personal information and address doesn't have to be online. Step number 3 is to file your articles of organization in South Carolina. So this is the step that officially creates your South Carolina LLC. Once this form is approved by the state, your business is legally recognized. The articles of organization includes basic information such as your LLC name, registered agent, and business address. Accuracy really does matter here, and the details you provide should really match what you'll use later for banking, taxes, and other official processes. You can file directly with the South Carolina Secretary of State, or again, use a formation service to handle the paperwork. Filing on your own can work really well if you're comfortable following instructions carefully, but using a service can be helpful if you want a more guided step-by-step approach. This step is about getting the legal foundation in place, and it really does require accuracy. So again, if you feel confident doing it on your own, you can 1000% do that. Or if you want more of a step-by-step process, there are a lot of different places that will help you with that. Step number 4 is to create an operating agreement. So an operating agreement outlines how your LLC is structured and how it will be run. It explains ownership, responsibilities, and how decisions are made within the business. South Carolina does not require you to file an operating agreement with the state, but having one is still very important. It just reinforces that your business is separate from your personal and provides clarity if questions ever come up. If your LLC has multiple owners, an operating agreement helps prevent misunderstandings by clearly outlining roles and expectations. Even if you're a single member LLC, this document can still be useful when opening bank accounts or working with professionals. An operating agreement doesn't need to be complicated. It just needs to clearly reflect how your business business operates. Step number 5 is to get an EIN for your LLC. An EIN is an identification number issued to your business. It's usually required to open a business bank account, file taxes, and work with payment processors. Even if you don't have employees, having an EIN can make business operations much more smoother and more professional. It allows you to use your business information instead of your personal information in many situations. Once you have your EIN, your LLC is ready to function as a separate business entity. Step number 6 is to open a business bank account. Opening a business bank account is one of the most important steps after forming your LLC. Mixing personal and business finances can really create confusion and make taxes and bookkeeping much harder than they need to be. A separate business bank account helps you clearly track your income and expenses and supports the legal separation your LLC is designed to provide. Many business owners use platforms like Mercury because it's designed for businesses and makes it easier to manage finances all in one place. The key is not the specific bank, but the habit of keeping business money separate from personal money from the very beginning. Step number 7 is to stay compliant and organized in South Carolina. Once your LLC is formed, there are ongoing responsibilities to keep it in good standing. So South Carolina requires regular filings to maintain your LLC status. Missing these requirements can result in penalties or administrative issues. So it's really important to stay aware of deadlines and keep your information updated. Beyond state compliance, staying organized financially is essential. Tracking income and expenses consistently is going to help you understand how your business is performing and make tax time far less stressful. So tools like QuickBooks are very commonly used to manage bookkeeping throughout the year, so you're not scrambling at the last minute. If you want to save 30% in the first 6 months on QuickBooks, we do have a link down in the description below that you can check out. As your business grows, you also may want to create a website as well. So a hosting provider like Bluehost or Hostinger is often used when business owners are ready to build an online presence and share information about their services or products. Okay, now I wanted to quickly show you how to use Zen Business to get signed up. So if you want to follow along, we do have a link down in the description below. All you'll go ahead and do is click Get Started. From here, we'll go ahead and put in South Carolina. We'll click Continue. You'll enter in your business name. Click Continue. You'll enter in your first name, last name, email, and phone number. Click Continue. And then it'll ask you how much experience you have. You can say none, some, or lots, whatever you need. And then how far along is your business? So if you're planning for the future, already making money, or launching soon. Then you'll go ahead and put in what kind of business you're forming. Maybe it's a chiropractor. And then this is where you can go ahead and appoint your state required registered agent. So you can go ahead and click Appoint Zen Business. Again, you can be your own registered agent, but if you want to have someone else do it, that's fine too. Okay, so and that brings us to their different plans. So I wanted to point this out because you can go ahead and get started for $0, but you do pay the state fees, which if you do it on your own, you're going to pay the state fee. So you might as well go with Zen Business and go ahead and make sure everything is accurate. With this plan, it's the 7 to 10 day standard processing. And then again, it's 100% accuracy guaranteed. So really you're using them for peace of mind, and it's $0 again, except for the state filing fees, which you will need to pay no matter what. Then we've got the Pro plan, which is $199 plus the state fees. And then it's $199 per year after that. With this, you get 1 day processing, you get ongoing compliance, you also get operating agreement templates, business document templates, and then an extra business logo builder. You also get a 30-day special for a website, domain, and email included. Then they've got the premium plan, which is $349, which is usually $399, so you're saving $50 in that first year. Again, you have to pay the state fees in all of these plans. I just want to make that clear. With this, you get everything in the Pro plan, but you get a registered agent, which I know we've talked about that a couple times, but again, you can be your own, but this way you don't have to have your information public. And you also get a business advisor consultation. They're also offering the website, domain, and email, a 30-day special, and then invoicing and bookkeeping, a 60-day special. And then as soon as you get signed up, they're going to walk you through exactly how to do everything. Again, you can't do it all on your own. That's totally fine. If you're someone that's like, nope, I know what I'm doing, I'm good at following instructions, then again, you can go ahead and do it on your own. This is going to give you a step-by-step guidance on what to do. And again, you can pay for ongoing support as well. Okay, now that you understand how to go ahead and file your LLC, let's talk about some pros and cons so you can determine if forming an LLC is the best next step for you. So one of the main advantages of forming an LLC in South Carolina is the separation it creates between you and your business. This can help protect personal finances and make it easier to operate professionally. LLCs are also flexible, which just allows you to start simple and adjust as your business evolves. Another benefit is clarity. Having an official structure often makes it easier to stay organized and confident when dealing with clients, banks, and just long-term planning. On the downside, an LLC does come with responsibilities. Annual filings and basic record keeping are required. While these tasks are not complicated, they do require consistency. An LLC works best when paired with good habits around organization and financial tracking. So just touching on cost for a split second. So the total cost really depends on how much you choose to handle yourself versus if you decide to use tools or services. That's why I wanted to show you Zen Business and show you what that potentially could look like. Starting a South Carolina LLC really makes sense if you're serious about building a business and want a clear official structure. It's really great for freelancers, service providers, online businesses, and anyone who wants to separate personal finances from business activities. If you're still casually exploring an idea and not yet accepting payments, you might want to wait, but once money is involved or you're working with clients, forming an LLC can help everything feel more stable and organized. Choosing to form an LLC is about supporting where you're headed and not rushing the process. So again, just make sure it's the right step for you and your business. As a personal note, I know how overwhelming it can feel trying to figure all of this out on your own, especially when the legal side of business can feel a bit unfamiliar. But I really hope that breaking down this process into clear steps just helps make it so much more manageable for you. And once your LLC is set up, you'll have a solid foundation to build on. If you want to check out any of the services and systems that I mentioned in the video, we do have exclusive links down below, which is going to get you the best price possible. I do want to mention that these are affiliate links, which means we may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. So if you do choose to use our links, we just want to thank you so much in advance for supporting our channel. It really helps us to continue to create free content just like this. This channel is dedicated to helping founders find tools to build smarter and faster without the overwhelm. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already, and of course leave any comments or questions below. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.